Studios presents the More Better Narrative podcast. This is episode 101 with BJ McMurtry, Mike Walber, Rob Fusco, Jesse Nell, Mike Online, and Mark Pennington.
Do we have to film this?
Yes.
I'm sad that I'm fat now.
You're not.
Okay, so.
There's a lot of people on the couch.
Yeah, we do.
I saw a great video with you on the internet.
Too many people to be
Someone
on.
posted a Most Precious Blood video.
Mm-hmm.
You had hair out to here.
Oh, yeah.
And there were dogs, and you robbed or you like bust into a music studio and like what took over the airwaves.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
That would be a music video for Shark Ethic.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
You
what I saw.
know, you know who shot that?
Was it real?
The guy, what's his name? Jesse something or other. He
I mean,
he
it's on
shot
film,
all
so
of
of course
DMX's
it's real.
videos.
It's true.
Oh.
And
yeah,
on the
and
internet.
like
Oh,
he did
wow.
some,
Everything
he did
on the
something
internet's
for
real.
Wu Tang
cannot
or
lie.
something. It's like that's the dude we
They
rolled
tweet
with
that shit.
for 2 days to shoot that video.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. By the end of that, like the last day of shooting, I was so exhausted that I think that's the first time I fell asleep standing up. Like, I was asleep, like my forehead was against the wall of the studio where we shot like the live action stuff in the video, and I was just like so done. Oh yeah,
That's
well,
awesome.
you know, yeah, that's I was a gigantic pussy that day, you know, like
Your
all
vagina
that,
hurting.
all that, yeah, because all that filming and jumping around and screaming. Yep. So I was gonna give these to you, but so I used to work at Ritz Camera when I lived in Boston, Massachusetts, and I can neither confirm nor deny that I made duplicate copies of all the risque and pornographic stuff that came through my lab.
Oh my god.
What is it about Jesse's face that people look at him and go, you know what this guy would like? Porn.
Well, understanding his you know, his humor and his overall kind of, you know.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Means that, well, first off, you're a
Can't
pervert.
wait.
So,
recording it, or?
yeah.
Oh, we are? I thought we
So,
we didn't
okay,
do it.
let's start off with
Oh, shit.
Construction Lady Camel Toe.
Oh my god.
Oh. You're gonna have to.
Huh. That is... Even the face.
Yeah, see everybody? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there are... Well, here's a
Aw.
seal.
Seal. That's.
That
Pornographic.
is the sluttiest seal I've ever seen.
Whoa! Those are pancake size.
Oh, wow.
You need to give that to Mark.
Yeah, we can't show this on YouTube.
Well, you can just, you know,
Yeah.
give the censor.
Yeah.
You know. Look at
Oh, wow.
watch this. The little editing box like follows it around.
You're making BJ have to work. And BJ hates to work.
These
What if these
pictures are
people
so low res.
I'm not holding that.
Dude, that's yours.
What is this?
A little kid peeing in the woods. Some random girl in a dorm room. Some cooter.
Whoa!
Wow.
All right.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
there's
Hairy
the-
bellied penis in the mouth.
Oh, my God.
I think I know her.
Dude, that is dedication, because that's
Yeah.
multiple angles.
It's just like,
That's
hold
a
that
butthole.
pose.
Like
Hold
here.
that pose.
But is that a glove? Oh, that's the bed cushion.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh.
a glove?
So her, yeah.
Huh.
There's
That's-
ew. Ew. Jesus, you got a big pussy. Jesus, you got a big pussy. Why'd you say it
That's
twice?
Jesus?
I didn't.
Oh.
There he is.
Yeah.
This one we can show to everybody. Is my
Wow.
man.
That's pretty, yeah.
I'm going to give
Wow.
that to Mark, too.
All right. Here's some like, and this is a photo of the lady that punched me in the face. The late stage alcoholic. Not really, but that's pretty close.
Wait, she
Looks
punched
like you punched her in the face, dude. Jesus
It looks
Christ.
like life punched her in the face for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, with cirrhosis.
Yeah, exactly. No, did I tell you that? Like, I got punched in the
Jesus.
face by some like drunk old lady. Like, I pulled over because she
Yes,
flagged me
you
down.
told me.
you
Oh,
told
yeah,
that
you
story.
told us
Yeah.
that story. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we went to court, and I said, okay, well, look, let's just, you know, drop everything I told my lawyer. Tell the officer and the judge that like I don't want to press charges because this lady has 20 arrests, 14 or 16 convictions, 4 DWIs. Like, she would go to prison for a long time. So I'm like, look, I got to be the bigger person here, and like, I'll just drop charges if she drops charges, right?
I wouldn't drop shit, dude. Fuck her.
Well, no, I agree, and that's what I thought. But this was my bargaining
Mark
chip.
is unforgiving.
Rather than get, I mean, trust me, I'm as vengeful as the worst of them. But since she charged me with assault for knocking her phone out of her hand, with my face.
Is that like the cop in Missouri where they beat the shit out of a dude and he bled on them and they charged him for bleeding on him?
4 counts of destruction of state property.
Yeah.
There's
Well, in their
some dude's
defense, they
toe got
were
blown
right.
off.
We're gonna have to get this dry cleaned now.
Yeah, here's some,
Side boob.
here's a side boob and a butt. And
Side butt.
looks like she's about to
That's 3/4 butt.
three-quarter butt.
Side boob,
Okay,
three-quarter butt.
naked girl on the floor doing a puzzle.
What's with the?
What's with the hair?
What?
Is that a stain?
I don't know. It's like poop or hair or both.
She has to wipe.
She's got to wipe better. She needs a bidet. She's
Why is
obviously
she doing a puzzle?
she's obviously
while
not
she's naked?
American.
I wonder if it's
Or
is
no,
that what they
not
do in
European.
France?
She is American because number one, she's got a dirty butt. Number two, she's doing a puzzle. Nobody in Europe does these.
Yeah, that's true.
They're too busy,
We're gonna have to
surviving.
give that one to Mark too.
Oh God, no! Get those away from me.
Stop
Gravity
giving me
is
shit.
taking over.
The internet is such a
Dude, you
wonderful
should look at
thing.
that picture, dude. It's all about
Look
you.
at-
What do you mean it's
I
all
know.
about me?
Did you even
That's
see
the
it?
famous
Yeah.
I wonder if that's
Mr.
at
Yeah,
home or
it's
at
pretty
work.
And there's some Mardi Gras slobs.
Girls
God.
making out.
Can you imagine like the quality of life for these people? Like, what are they going?
What are they doing?
What are they going?
I got a feeling it works
course
out
that
pretty
guy's
well
an
for
Yeah,
them.
naturally. Look at that.
Should we start a Where Are They Now file for the...
No, like who cares where they are now?
Yeah, I'm not particularly
Hold on, can we go
interested,
back
to
to
be
that
honest.
one? Look at the smugness
Like,
on the
hey,
face.
I look like a dude. Look at my boobs.
They're
Like,
better than you, yeah.
he fell out of the top of the ugly tree.
Don't worry. I got this.
She fell off the top of the ugly tree and hit every branch face first on the way down. Ugh.
Wow.
Seriously, like, look at her. She's uglier.
Wow,
And cut
yeah,
action.
she's pretty
She's
grimy,
uglier than a clear plastic bag full of bloody assholes.
Wow.
And here's some like
Now,
artsy
how did
photos
you
of, like,
collect said
yeah.
assholes?
Oh, I didn't do this officially.
Oh,
But someone I know or may have not have known could instead
somebody
of,
that may or may not have existed that is not me.
right. Somebody may or may not have, when they were processing these rolls back in the 1800s when people still used actual film. instead of hitting 2 copies, I may have hit 3 copies, or someone may have hit 3
Your
copies.
girlfriend's making you get rid of these, isn't she?
No comment. There's a woman with a self-service shirt on. Okay, that's
pretty great.
pretty
I
great.
The irony there.
I saw a woman in Nara wearing a shirt that said Bikini Inspector.
All right. And these are just like stupid black and white, like, hey, check me out and how special I think I am, kind of photos. It's like,
Well, admittedly, she is pretty special.
you know what? I don't even know if
pretty
she...
good. Those are pretty nice.
No, see,
actually. I kind of like these.
Well,
Are these
pictures,
1930s selfies?
yes, pictures like this. This shit doesn't do anything for me. I'm thinking, I wonder what her favorite book is. Like,
What are her hobbies?
what are her hobbies? Does she know how to do?
I think that's her hobby.
maybe having nude
What,
photographs.
taking countless nude black and white photographs?
Obviously,
of
she
herself?
put a lot of time into this.
She's obviously hurting because she can't afford color film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
I
question
need the
is,
box.
when these people go
Come
to
on. I know these are
when
yours.
these
No,
people
I
come
have a moral.
when these people come to
I'm
pick up their
morally
photos,
opposed to owning anything resembling pornography.
do
in the
you
physical
are you the
medium.
guy you process them or do you also hand them
I
out?
like that there's
2014.
addendum at the end of
Yeah.
physical
I'm not.
media.
It's
your- I gave-
2014. Ow! Jesus Christ!
Ultra violent.
Take them.
Don't
So-
tell me what to do.
I think you need this.
Jesus Christ! What is wrong with you?
I got a lot of emotional problems.
Yeah,
so go
I can
fuck
tell.
yourself.
So what was the question?
Like when people come to pick these up, do they pay you and you have also processed them? So
Well,
you're like,
Yeah, I worked.
Dude,
I worked
I
the
gave
front
those
end.
to you. They're yours.
I don't take things.
Don't be a dick. Jesus Christ.
So I worked the front end, like
What do you mean the front end?
Making sales and
Working
and
the
dealing,
front
and dealing
end.
with people, and every so often, like when the dude in the back who was he was primarily responsible for film processing and stuff. He's like, "I'll be back. I'm gonna go to lunch." I'm like, "Okay." So I would run back and forth. I knew how to process, and
Your emotions?
all sorts of stuff.
And raw minerals.
Yeah, my body can process many things as well.
But
this kid was awesome. He was like long black hair, leather jacket with a destruction back patch. Listened to like Marduk all day, every day. I'm like, this is the greatest job I've ever had. Like, so he's like, he talked like this. He's like, so you're gonna go on tour? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a leave of absence and go to Europe for a little while. Are you gonna do evil things? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna, burn churches and all that. He's like, yeah, good. Like he was like, he meant it. He's like, yeah,
good.
Yeah, so spread evil. Like I sure will, pal. You got it. Wow. Let's make that. Let's make that happen.
Oslo? Are you going to Oslo?
Like I'm going to Finland. Yeah, he's like, right.
Oslo.
I'm going to Finland. I'm going to Oh, okay, yeah. Burn church, good, yeah. I miss that job.
Bring me ashes.
Bring me a brick back.
Bring me the head of a Christian.
I don't know. I mean, fucking TSA is getting a little stingy on shit like that.
This is a human head. It's
not on our. It's not on our manifest.
It's not technically food, so
it's not. This exceeds 8 ounces.
Hey! This needs to be in a plastic bag. Come on.
All right, well, so
I took all the liquid out of it.
I can't carry it on. Let me just check it. Very good.
So
where do the stickers go?
I believe Joe Pesci got away with this.
And he had 8 of them. I only have 1.
Bullshit. I'm an American.
It's one of my favorite stories. Homeless guy walks up to, it was New York City, I think. Homeless guy walks up to, the guy selling umbrellas, like this giant like bucket full of umbrellas. Homeless guy walks up and grabs one out of the thing and starts walking away. And the guy's like, "What are you doing, pal?" He turns around and goes, "You got 50, I got none!" And continues to walk away. And the guy's like, "Okay."
That's an argument now.
Sure, you got 50, I got none. Or was it Boston? I forget.
Wonder if I can do that in some retail shop, something I don't have any of.
Yeah,
just walk in, grab something random, be like, "You got like 20 of them!
I got
Taking
none.
one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye."
You can't be polite about it.
Thank you.
No, you gotta be like completely all...
If you're gonna go for it,
have a fine day, sir!
You have to go
you gotta dedicate yourself to that.
Commitment.
Yeah.
To be in a
You gotta be a committed dick.
Absolutely
walk
terrifying.
out straight-faced and come back real good. Thank you.
Thanks, God bless.
Thank you.
And then quietly close the door.
That was him, actually. He threw his voice.
No, it wasn't.
I'm so excited.
Presents!
Final Fantasy VII is, I think, one of my favorite games, if not my absolute favorite game of all time. And Mr. Mike Wahlberg, who just got back from the beautiful island of Japan.
He brought it from the distant land of Japanese town.
Yeah, Japantown in California.
I have the international version of Final Fantasy VII. Thank you very much, pal.
Very welcome.
So yay. Yay friendship, yay gaming.
If there's one thing that I'm happy to spread, it's video games.
What are you happy to spread? Don't answer that.
Yeah, it's probably best that, we never find out the answer to that question.
Butter?
See, even that
On
sounds
what?
fucking disgusting when you say it for some reason. I don't know why, it just sounds horrible.
Only if there's a dog in the room.
Yeah.
Isn't that a name of one of the characters on the new BoJack Horseman? That
Peanut
dog's
Butter.
name is Mr. Peanut Butter?
Have you gotten to the part
That
where he
show's really
trips?
Mr. Hands?
No, I've only seen like the first 2 episodes, I think.
It is one of the best moments of a cartoon character doing drugs and having the self-aware moment that he's a cartoon. It's like, it's insane. I was just watching it going, that may be one of the top 5 weirdest things I've ever seen on a cartoon. Like, it was weird.
What is C-A-T?
I love the part
spelled dog.
I love the part where I think BoJack was just sitting there, he's holding a beer and watching like old television shows of him starring in, and his roommate says something like, "Are you drunk?" He's like, "I don't, I weigh blah 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 tons," it takes a lot of beer to get me drunk, and then the camera pulls out, and there's just beer bottles everywhere.
Yeah, there's like a room full of beer bottles.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Yeah, I really like that.
Have you gotten to the Navy SEAL episode yet?
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Dude.
That is the second episode, I think, isn't it? It's either the second or the third. I'm pretty sure it's the second. It's the one where, yeah, it is the second episode. It's it's the one with the muffins.
No, maybe I've only seen the first one. I've only seen up to where, maybe I've only seen the first episode.
BoJack Hates the Troops, I think, is the name of that episode.
I've seen only up to where he finds out that the person who's going to be ghostwriting his biography is dating Mr. Peanut Butter.
I just watched the episode last night.
And then he throws up cotton candy over the balcony.
That Mr. Peanut Butter character is fucking amazing. Like, everything he does is... The episode where he fucking steals the D from the Hollywood side.
Fantagy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny episode.
Japanese and you.
Fantagy.
Yeah.
Fantagy.
Yeah.
So, I bought an inbox copy of Mystic Quest, and I read the kana that went along with it. Do you know what they call it in Japan?
Oh, here we go.
Americano Final Fantasy.
Americano Final Fantasy des.
Yeah, that's why. And Super Mario Brothers, like Super Mario 2 over here, is Super Mario USA over there.
No kidding.
Because it started off as Toki Doki Panic until
That's
they
right.
reskinned it.
That's right.
Toki Doki Panic.
Right, and you know what? My buddy Frank knows.
Or Doki Doki Panic.
Doki Panic. My buddy Frank knows that entire history, like backwards and forwards. And anytime anybody brings it up in his store, he's like, "Oh yeah, here's what happened." And like the entire story comes out. Yeah. I love that story.
Shigeru Miyamoto was sitting there one day, realizing how awesome he was.
As Good as It Gets, the movie with Jack Nicholson, the title in Japanese is Mr. Cat Poop.
Oh, did you see that photo I sent of the poster for Edge of Tomorrow and what it's called over there?
Maybe. Refresh my memory.
It's called All You Need Is Kill.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
I've seen that.
That's amazing.
Wasn't that the name of like the book that was based on, though?
Yeah.
Because it was based on a book by a Japanese guy.
Yep.
All you need is...
I found a copy of it over there, but...
Can you read it?
No, I can read some stuff, but I'm not nearly good enough for that.
Yeah, so was it easier to communicate with people on your second trip over than it was the first time?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, he learned how to not bump into buildings and stuff as much, and
Gojira.
people weren't running in terror.
Oh, yeah. Did they manage to vanquish Mecha Wahlberg?
It took some time.
Yeah, I know that was a bit of an issue.
Where the fuck is it?
I miss Japan. I love Japan.
I want to go.
Oh, that's so
I want to
cool
tour
looking,
Japan.
actually.
That would
Soon.
be fun.
We will. I'm working on
Yep. Who's doing it? Smash West or?
it. We're probably gonna work with the guy that put the last record out on CD over there. He's offering us the same deal that we had with China.
Whoa.
Sweet.
So as long as we
Here
can
we
pay it
come, Japan.
So what does everybody think about Sin City 2 doing so
There's a
poorly?
lot.
Poorly?
Yeah, it did horribly. Like,
Did it really?
record-breakingly
I haven't seen
bad.
it.
It
That's
wasn't
really
record-breakingly
cool.
Dude,
bad,
it
but
was
was
record-breakingly
It was
bad.
Have you guys seen it?
The movie
Yeah.
cost $60 million to make it, made $6 million the opening weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now we saw. I think
Japanese
we
Girls
saw it like
Messenger.
the first weekend it came
This
out.
is the one that I
Like it was
How
pretty
did you-
good, but
how
like
did you
the,
like it?
no, it was good, but like the reason.
Oh wow.
I mean, it not being that great of a
No,
movie was
Japanese
probably
are
only
a
like
nightmare.
number
Yep.
5 or number
These are
6
so
on the
cool
reasons it
looking.
didn't do well. I mean, it was just kind of too little, too late.
But-
The first one came out 9 years ago.
But how much
Yeah,
money
that's
did that
Comedy
make?
of,
It made a lot
Oh,
of
the
money.
first one was huge. Like
Was
the first
it?
one was a
A
huge
balance?
Yeah, it
deal.
was a huge
So I guess my thoughts are that maybe because it's like a, and I could be wrong in this, but is it like a niche film in terms of like when you have a movie like that, it's not kind of an action-packed thing that people are going to go to because shit's blowing up every 5 seconds.
It is a niche
It's
movie,
very
and this
niche.
it is a niche movie.
I mean,
in this-
Lincoln made a good amount of money, and that didn't have many, Michael Bay moments.
Okay.
it had a lot of action in it, but I mean, it is kind of it's not a film noir movie. It's a movie paying homage to film noir, which is completely different. And it suffers the same thing that like science fiction movies suffer from.
Mr.
You know, where some of the dialogue came off as unintentionally
Well, there's your
funny.
answer, Fishbulb.
But you know, I think if you're not a fan of film noir, like watching Sin City 2 would be unintentionally funny. You know, because it's not a film noir movie, it's paying homage to that.
The problem is that the dialogue is kind of trapped, like, it's basically a movie like Sin City 2. I mean, the first one was really novel, and when it came out, like, it was kind of, like, there hadn't been a movie like that in a while. But if you're going to keep doing that concept, it's basically going to come off like a parody if you keep doing it, you know? I mean, that's the main problem with it.
Yeah, some of the dialogue in it was like I don't think they meant that to be that funny,
yeah,
but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's literally like if they had, like,
literally,
it's like they wrote the movie and then kind of went through and said, oh shit, we need to make this sound like dialogue from the 1940s, you know? Like, that's kind of how it came off. So, but I mean, it wasn't like it was bad. I mean, if you like the first one, I'd still recommend seeing it. But on top of that, I mean...
And it had Eva Green's breasts, so you can not go
If you
on.
like the 300 sequel, then yeah, there's more Eva Green, and, you know, it's definitely a wonderful thing.
Who released the movie?
What?
Who put out the movie?
Sin City 2?
Yeah.
I have
Robert
no idea.
Rodriguez.
No, Robert Rodriguez
What
directed
company?
it. I don't even know.
Google time.
Because honestly, I did not know that Sin City 2 was even a movie until after it came out. So
Yeah,
that might
well,
be a
I mean,
big part of it.
that's the other reason it did badly. There was so little advertising for it. Like, the first trailer I saw was, like, I can't even remember what movie it was, but it was, like, 2 weeks before Sin City 2 came out.
I only actually ever saw posters for it. I didn't see trailers on
there's
anything, and I
nothing
didn't
on TV.
even
you know?
at
Nothing
like
on
when we
YouTube.
would go to the movies. Nothing on YouTube. We would go see movies. You wouldn't see a trailer for it.
Yeah, which is bad because the name Sin City itself is not enough to sell people on the movie. Like, people aren't going to go to a movie theater and see Sin City 2 and be like, oh shit, I'm going to go see that. You know? Maybe some people are, but I mean, it's like they needed to, like, advertise it a little bit more, or a lot more actually, and kind of make sure that people were aware of it. Because honestly, the problem that I was having when I saw it was the first one came out so long ago, I didn't even remember half of what happened in the first one. And, like, when there would be, like, references to things
Well,
that
and, like,
happened,
one of the
I couldn't
confusing
even...
things was, like, they had this whole thing with Josh Brolin's character who gets fucked up and has plastic surgery, and then you realize halfway through, or, like, at the very end of it, that he's supposed to be the Clive Owen character from the first movie.
Yeah, that was really confusing.
It was really confusing.
When that happened, like, I actually thought it was a different character. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I get what they're doing with this. Yeah, but it was like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, I honestly can't believe that people didn't think it would do as badly as it did. Now, speaking of Robert Rodriguez, though, that From Dusk Till Dawn series is awesome on Netflix.
They just put that on Netflix.
Here's my the kids I teach chess to playing my my Nintendo DS. They're like, "What game is this?" I'm like, "Here you go."
Dimension Films.
Who's Dimension owned by?
I don't know.
Oh, I still have a bunch of still shots from episode 100.
Weinstein.
The Weinstein
Rules.
Company. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Owned by Walt Disney. I wonder if they were unwilling to promote such a violent movie. I don't know. Anyway.
Emails?
Oh, we have two.
Oh wow.
My God. One.
We're overloaded.
One is another stupid one from Michael Hamilton.
Well, that might not make Michael feel very welcome.
You know what? Fuck that guy.
Okay.
The subject
Please
is
email
Fuck
us.
up, Jesse.
the subject
Jesus
is I have a
Christ.
charity transaction for you,
Oh, cool.
and then it just says H in the actual body text.
I think some asshole is trying to remind me that I have to go back to Haverford.
Yeah,
on
I have a
Tuesday.
charity transaction for you, but it's not like the what was the other dude's name? The
The guy from Zimbabwe.
Teikoku, who's
Teikoku.
hiring us to be
Was
hiring
it
us to
muscle or something.
hiring us to be. It's our company is interested in employing you as our collection representative in your country.
Yeah.
Which is great because I just got a new propane torch and a pair of pliers.
There we go. All right.
What happened to your old
Calpron.
propane torch?
I ran out of propane.
Can you just get the car? Well,
Just get a reef.
Yeah,
you're just
you don't
being
need to
wasteful
get
at this point.
Jesus.
If you're gonna do it, you got to do it right. The last thing you want.
And he
in that,
probably
the last thing you want in that
probably used
situation is the
one as a
propane
blunt
torch to
object
break.
too.
Because then it's just awkward for everybody.
Yeah, it's
You're
definitely
like,
a major concern in my life.
King
yeah.
Jaffe Jofer, ruler of Zamunda. You know, this saying.
Aha!
What is the More
Have
Better
you ever-
Narrative email address? I want to send an email right now.
You just settled.
morebetternarrative@gmail.com.
Okay, why did I never know that?
But have you ever seen the mashup with James Earl Jones? Somebody took all the voiceovers from all the voice from James Earl Jones in Coming to America, and put them into Star Wars.
Oh man.
So it's like he's in that corridor scene at the beginning.
My
And
son
he,
works.
and he says, "My son works," and then he turns to the guy next to him and goes, "You grow a mustache."
I love it. I have to see that.
I think while Princess Leia is explaining herself to him, she's just going, "Yes, and yes, aha."
That's so good.
The second email is from
Bernard.
Petrich.
and he says, "Just FYI, I ain't German. I'm Austrian." The two being the same kind of ended back in 45. No hard feelings, though. I still love y'all.
He said he was German.
I think we kept saying he was German.
Schwarzenegger was Austrian.
Why would we care?
To be fair,
That sounds something that we would just not give a shit about.
but that's like saying, like,
I mean,
yeah, I honestly didn't even know
that's
his
like saying,
nationality.
yeah, it's our Korean buddy, and he's like Chinese or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't we just lump that all into Asia?
There.
Asian. He's
Asian.
Chinese.
What is the fucking email, please?
That was the email.
Oh, just
Oh,
that
okay.
he's not.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay,
Bernard,
so
step your game up.
You pronounced it wrong, dude.
I don't give a fuck.
Bernhard.
I pronounce everything wrong. God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
do.
No,
Actually,
no.
let's make the rest of the show just telling Jesse to try to pronounce things.
Let's invite
Oh.
Bernard to Texas to see Coalesce.
Oh my god, I hate you.
To
What's
see
happening?
what band, Jesse? Can you repeat the name of the band that Rob Fusco just said?
Coalesce.
You know, but I can.
Yes. So I
Damn it! Son of a.
What did you
Jesus.
do?
You're bending the nudes.
so I guess on my sleep I put all our cereal in the sink.
What?
Oh yeah.
All of it?
It just struck me how great this picture
I'm
is.
sorry, that's not funny, but
was
it's
amazing.
funny.
It was pretty funny.
Like,
I'm trying to think of what else I did.
Did you try to eat it with a
Wow.
spoon? Did you put milk in there too?
No. It was just the boxes. I didn't pour anything out, I guess.
Okay.
What the hell else did I do?
Wait, you just put the boxes of cereal in the sink?
Evidently,
That became the cupboard for the night?
I suppose I have no.
They wanted a waterbed?
I don't. I don't know. What else have I done?
Should we go to what is it? Talkturnal?
Oh, Talkturnal at it's the
Twitter.com
Chrissy,
app.
yeah, Chrissy's Twitter account. That. Oh yeah. Let's go there and see what's what.
Talkturnal.
Okay. Let's see what we got. You're faster. than me. Oh, here we go.
The most recent one is you can't bite your own face.
Yeah, I guess I was in the morning. I was
Oh,
like,
here we go. We had an eventful morning.
Yeah.
It's just you see the box of Cheerios just sitting.
Chrissy said
sitting in the
that
sink.
I walked right by her and mumbled, "You can't bite your own face." I'm like, okay.
I accept your challenge.
Way to state the obvious.
The one before that says, "Send this for me, please."
Oh,
It's an email. It says, "Hold still, you fucker. Patrick Swayze. Hold still, you fucker. I want to picture taken with you before you die again. Andrew WK came by with a party bus, but it's been only a tow truck with a shitty radio sitting on it. Everyone nap time. Orca and airplane all over the ground. Did you see the footage of Jake putting screws in my arm to hang a stupid picture? It hurt, and hope to get infected."
so I guess
That
I
really sounds like what goes on in my head.
I guess I tried to email Patrick Swayze in my sleep.
oh man.
In heaven?
I don't know.
I like that your
He did.
your technological
Yeah,
like
he does.
bearings are still there while you're asleep. You're able to get to Gmail and hit
That's
compose
funny.
and then start typing.
It's so weird. Like, it's really scary because, like, what the hell else am I doing?
What was Patrick Swayze's email address?
Patrick Swayze.
he just right, and it's spelled P. He got Patrick right, but Swayze is spelled SWAYWZE.
No, it's close enough.
Swayze.
It's the intent. The intent was there. I'm like,
And it's just the subject of the email is "Hold still, you fucker" with 2 R's.
I don't know.
This is only gonna hurt for a minute, Patrick. This is only gonna hurt for a minute.
But it starts off saying, "I want a picture
Grin and
taken
bear
with
it.
you before you die again."
Oh my god.
So is this a REM disorder, or is this like, have you been to a sleep study or anything like that?
I haven't done.
Have you watched that movie
Then-
Sleepwalk with Me by?
Oh, that movie's so good.
No,
Mike
I,
Birbiglia.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
So good.
No, but I don't know what kind of
You need to watch that movie.
I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is I wake up sometimes and Chrissy's like, I'm like, what? What now? What did I do now?
You need to watch that movie because this comedian
Mike Birbiglia.
has a disorder where he sleepwalks and
There's a bed harness in my future, I think.
no he has
He
to
has to
sleep with a
sleep in
pair of mittens
mittens
on
and a sleeping
in a
bag
zipped
that
up
zips
sleeping
up.
bag.
Yeah. So the reason for the mittens is so he can't unzip, so he can't use his fingers.
Because
to
when he was on
unzip.
tour, like he was out on the road,
He
ran and jumped out of a second-story window in a hotel because
And
he thought
kept running.
because in his dream someone had launched a Mike Birbiglia seeking missile, and he ran and jumped out a window and kept running.
Whoa.
And
But
now
it's-
he has to sleep on the first floor about every building that he stays in.
No shit. Oh my god.
But the movie's
This
on
is-
Netflix.
This is actually a fairly, I guess, a fairly recent development, although I suspect that my bandmates may know something I don't. You know, like...
There's some really good things on here. It's awesome because there's also like sometimes there's a theme. Like one time you said upside down trees, then the next time is what if trees grew into the ground instead of up, and then later you said upside down birds. Then random stuff like I'm not going on Oprah's show.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Wasn't so much a declaration as just a statement of fact.
Yeah, it's like,
Not going on.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well,
It's sad that robots aren't treated like real people. Robots are people too.
That's a Curl Up and Die album right there.
To the 2 people who get that,
Yeah.
We have graduated to trying
and they're
to call.
here.
Yeah.
We have graduated to trying to call friends on the phone and brushing our teeth while sleeping. There was even mouthwash.
positive dental attitude.
PDA.
PDA. Yeah, I guess I tried to call Frank at 1 a.m. I have no idea why. I was like excited to tell him something, evidently. But whatever. Okay, so yeah, it's terrifying because like it's funny at first, but then it's like, oh well, what the hell am I gonna end up doing? Yeah.
Jumping out of a second-story window and keep.
You can't stick to the wall. You're not made of the right material.
You're not made of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Somewhere, someone needs to know that.
Would you be willing to do like a bed harness kind of thing?
You know what?
That's so goth.
You've been
If-
robified.
Gravity.
If things start going pear-shaped, like if things start getting dangerous or really weird, if I end up outside, locked out of the apartment, stark naked or whatever.
You mean
That-
stark weather?
I
weather.
actually brought this up with a friend and told them to check this out, and then they started telling me stories about when they used to sleepwalk, and apparently she would like go wake up the next morning, get ready for work, and go out, and people would be like, "Hey, I had a fun time with you last night." She'd be like, "What?"
Oh no.
Apparently, she would wake up, like, but still be like asleep, get dressed, go downstairs, go across the street to the pub, and hang out with people, and then come back,
That's
lay back in bed,
crazy.
and then actually wake up and go to work. And people would be like, "Man, I had so much fun with you last night." She'd be like, "Oh shit."
Oh boy.
Is she Tyler Durden?
No, unfortunately not.
So yeah, I'll keep everybody updated as to the goings on. I guess when I talk,
I feel like I feel like one night I just need to like come over with a couple cameras and so
Paranormal
kind of like a
that'd be a
Paranormal
great
Activity
podcast.
thing, except
That
it's
would
just me filming Rob.
You are always welcome to come over and film me.
Well,
sleeping.
no, I mean, look, we should just put a camera in the bedroom. No offense.
No. Somebody's got to be creeping in the corner.
There's nothing to be offended by. That's just weird.
Yeah, that's really kind of, yeah.
I got one in my room.
That's for a different purpose.
Where does the feed go?
Feed?
It's not actually plugged in.
In his
anything.
mouth, dummy.
There's not even an SD card.
No.
There's no batteries.
It's just a camera sitting in the corner.
Right.
It's actually like an old film camera.
He just wants that vibe. You know.
I could be filming right now.
Somebody comes in and look. What's that? No, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Well, it's only offensive if you don't tape up the red light.
Wow.
Actually, you know what I found out is that on the newer GoPros, from the menu on the iPhone app, you can actually turn off the blinking lights.
Huh.
So if you need to be like discreet, you can carry around the phone without the or carry around the GoPro without the lights blinking.
Yeah, so the
That
cops,
sounds
so the
terrifying.
cops don't notice.
Yeah.
When you film
I mean-
them, you know, killing people.
That's not a bad idea, but then there's other times when you're like filming women that it gets real creepy.
Well,
That's
plus
the,
it's-
that's the
I don't
reason
film
why.
women.
I know. You're like when people.
Well, actually,
You
the other
mean
thing is,
you as in
I was
general,
watching.
not you as in Rob.
I watch a YouTube channel called Film Riot, which they do a lot of like DIY filmmaking stuff. When they first got a new GoPro, one of the things they did was strap it everywhere to see how it looked and getting different angles. So they did a chase scene where they would put it like on the forehead, where they put it on the chest, and then one time when they put it on the shoe, and the first thing I thought of was like, you could do some inappropriate things with that on the shoe.
Oh yeah, upskirts.
That's why.
That actually
again,
happened at my
that's a-
school.
Really?
Really?
With a GoPro?
No, the GoPro with an iPhone, but the upskirt thing. Yeah, this teacher was, and she's younger and she's beautiful. She was bent over like a desk helping like somebody, you know.
Oh.
And a kid like took his iPhone and turned it upside down and like took a shot and put it on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
And he was expelled, and then there was like sexual assault charges. Like it was like it should have been, and it was treated as like it was a big deal.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was actually treated correctly.
Yeah, like it was I don't know if like it wasn't my business, so I didn't ask, and I don't really like talk to this particular individual, but I didn't want to be like, so are you
So
like
you-
fighting this to the T to the
Yeah,
end? So
yeah.
I don't know if she dropped charges.
How's
or
the
what.
lawsuit coming
How's it?
along?
Yeah.
Do
But
you
it
have a
was-
link to that Twitter site?
Yeah.
No, it was taken down.
So
Not-
how's your litigious life?
Yeah. But that's some serious. But
Yeah.
she played it well. Like she's still there. I mean, I think some people would quit after that because like like so many people saw it.
That's
But
horrible.
she stayed the course. I was pretty impressed. If someone took a picture up my skirt, I don't know if I could hang around.
If you're wearing a skirt, I think the problem has already gone past
Yeah.
any
Photography.
yeah.
Excuse me, it's called a kilt. Let's be reasonable.
Let's be
about
reasonable.
this.
That's right.
I remember
Someone
how
took it.
mad Scrooge McDuck would get when people would call it a skirt. Man.
Yeah, he got pissed
Dude, did you
off,
watch
man.
that show religiously when you were a kid too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
4 o'clock every day after
every
school.
day.
Yep.
Every day.
Very good.
So
Family
good.
Guy parodied diving into the money.
Yeah.
Remember that? Peter jumped in and broke all his bones. He's like, ah, you can't actually swim in it. They lied.
was a good
They
I used to
lied.
play DuckTales for NES like it was my job.
Oh.
Did you see the remake of it?
Is it a remake?
So, this company called Take Two, I believe it's Take Two,
Sounds right.
did an HD remake of DuckTales, and they added like a couple new things, but
DuckTales.
it's pretty close, like pretty faithful, but like looks super polished.
Nice. That's cool. I think that soundtrack also was really good.
They kept the soundtrack.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, the Moon soundtrack is like the greatest thing ever.
Like people could forget that game entirely, but that one song everybody wants to fucking remember.
Of course. Next band I do, we're just gonna cover that and only that, and then we're gonna quit.
So guys, here's the whole thing. We're doing
Sweet.
DuckTales songs, and that's
No,
it.
And
just
that's
one
it.
DuckTales.
Just
one.
one DuckTales
It
song,
was
and then we're
the
gonna
mini
break up.
bosses or the Advantage or whatever covered it.
Oh, I can see mini bosses doing that. The mini bosses are amazing. I could also see, funny enough, I could see Power Glove doing that. Power Glove is into more like, symphonic, like, Final Fantasy and like Castlevania, Chrono Trigger, shit like that. Oh yeah, I've seen them twice in the past 2 years, both at the Too Many Games Expo. Oh my god, they blew my balls clean off. Boom, like a Ken doll, no scarring, like a eunuch.
You were at the rubber band around it. Wait.
No, Power Glove blew my balls clean off.
Wow,
It is eggshell smooth right now.
Wow.
It's nice.
It's a good watch.
That would explain a lot about your sleepwalking stuff.
Maybe not. I don't know, but all I know is that they
so
played.
the lack
They played
of balls
Final
makes
Fantasy.
you sleepwalk?
Last time I saw them,
Stress for
it
me.
was at TMG this year when I was. I took a break from helping Frank work the Forgotten Freshness booth, and I said, "All right, Power Gloves on. I'm going to go watch them for a little while." And I was in time to see them play the Mega Man theme, Final Fantasy IV main theme, and Final Fantasy VII. Was it? I forget exactly what theme they played from Final Fantasy VII, but I recognized it immediately, and I was like, "Stupid allergies." Yeah, those guys are super nice.
The pollen count is high today, gentlemen.
Have you been to Video Games New York?
Not yet.
I want to go.
Let's go.
Yeah, video games in New York.
Sometimes.
It's called Video Games New York, and it's like stuff from everything.
What do you mean?
Like every system, every country.
Oh wow.
What do you mean?
Like you could probably find more than one copy of Earthbound there.
Yeah.
You
I found an inbox, like the big inbox with the fucking strategy guide when I was out in LA.
Yep. That's like $700, $800.
Yeah. It was behind the counter, and I was just like, what? And they're like, yep, it's in there. And I'm like, I don't want to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It costs the same as your spleen.
Yeah,
I working the the Forgotten Freshness booth, I saw Frank. He had a copy of Earthbound, and he traded it for like a bunch of really cool shit. And he's like, yeah, no problem. He gets them and sells them. He'll have just the game or just the strategy guide, but here he had like the box, the strategy guide, the game, the whole 9 yards. I think the tray was missing, but whatever, who cares? But he got a bunch of really cool, really rare shit for it. So, yeah, that was an awesome convention. He only had one table. Next year, he's getting 3 tables.
Jeez.
And he was the busiest booth there that year. It was, like, incredible. Or this year, rather.
I was thinking of going, but I just couldn't make the trip out.
You should come hang out. It's going to be bonkers.
Jesse, why would you send me this bullshit?
Why do you send me the bullshit you send me, fuckwad?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What the
You
fuck?
send me your GPS location all the time, and you know how little I care about
I know,
that.
that's why I do it.
I'm right next to you.
That's literally what he just did.
Yeah.
Twice!
Yeah. I do that all day long because I know it pisses you off, because there's no reason why I would do it.
Here I am.
You know I can't read numbers.
It's almost like when someone goes, I'm not touching you.
Dude,
I'm not
oh man, that's the worst.
Wow.
Oh man, I can feel it even though I can't feel it.
And then you felt it.
Jesse never quite understood the "I'm not touching you" part. He's just kind of like, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching
I'm not
you."
touching you.
And Armine has a tactile. Armine has a tactile thing anyway. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the way stuff feels and not feels, and it's my Asperger's or something weird.
Asperger's?
Asperger's.
Asperger
No, I've been
with
told.
guacamole and chili and extra cheese.
Chili.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of balls off, a professional rugby player had his scrotum torn open during a match.
Okay, next topic.
Had it sewn back together on the bench and finished the match.
Bless
It's not that painful.
Wait, where is he from again?
How is it
Ed
not
Tem-
that painful?
Ed Templeton had that
find
happen.
out.
They filmed that, didn't they?
His name is Wayne
and his
Buck
actual
Shelford,
testicle
New Zealand.
fell out
New
on.
Zealand.
Remember that? It
Oh,
fell out
yeah.
onto the tub.
Yep, no, it's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Next
Yeah.
topic. How about them?
It's more visually like horrifying.
Yep, sure is. It's real bad.
I've done some scrotum damage.
Oh, yeah, you have. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember that.
sucks, man. I'm
That was
sorry.
a
That explains a lot about you.
Like what, for instance?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't just say that, Jesse. You need to have something to back it up.
I don't want to be
with.
rude.
I'll listen to what behaviors
you
are
already
tied
were.
up
Whoa,
with
whoa, whoa! Wait.
High five.
That dude's got jokes. That dude's got jokes. All right.
I don't want to be rude.
I don't want to be rude. We should make a shirt. I don't want to be rude.
But
Have butt printed on the back. But
There was actually a really funny comic where they personified the character of racist butt. Where it's literally just a butt that shows up whenever somebody's about to say something super racist, preceded by "I'm not racist, but," and then he just shows up.
And
I need to get that
do you
for
think,
school.
Do you think racist butt looks for people who are doing this right before they speak?
Yeah.
I love Bill Burr's joke about that. I forget exactly how it
man.
goes.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
I don't want to be racist, but there are a lot of Asian people in here. That's not racist. That's an observation. It would be racist if you were like, I don't want to be racist, but what's with all these fucking Chinese people in here?
Chinese's.
I like his interpretation of how hate groups form. It's so funny. He's like, some asshole says something fucked up, and everybody bows their head and doesn't look at him. But there's one person that's like, yo, let's go meet in the parking lot.
That guy makes a lot of sense.
That guy makes a lot of sense.
And they drive off into the sunset in their Toyota Corolla or some shit.
It's so great.
I drive a Corolla.
I think my favorite story that he tells is the when he imagines punching that woman's muffins.
Wham! Wham! Wham!
And she's just sitting there, why are you doing this? Muffins are a happy food.
His voices are amazing. When the woman's getting assaulted on the train and he won't do like, ow! Ow! You're hurting me! Stop! Ow! He's so good! You're hurting my neck! It's so
Hurting
great.
my neck.
I'm not going to step in because 30 seconds later it's going to be me going, ow!
You're hurting my neck! You want to know why you can't hit a woman, right?
Really? There's no reason?
No, it's Bill. Oh.
Ruby weapon. Look at that. This is amazing. Dude. I'm so happy.
You know what actually is looking amazing? Are some and I'm gullible, so I don't really know if these are like, but I saw a couple of like 30, not even, it was like maybe 4 seconds worth of footage of the new Star Wars online. It's like a little trailer they were putting out, like a little teaser. It was Harrison Ford, Han Solo gear. Looked great.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was like pretty stoked. No dialogue, no action sequence,
You don't
nothing.
need dialogue or action.
It was just like, but the look of it was awesome.
Han Solo just
Being
he
Han
is
Solo.
action. He's a personification of action. Speaking of
It's a futuristic Indiana Jones.
speaking of awesome shit, played PT the playable trailer for Silent Hills. Holy fucking shit!
Did you actually like...
I
the
screamed
video-
like a bitch. It was at
What was
Frank's
it?
spot.
The thing in the balconies when he turns around.
Oh.
I jumped out of my chair,
Well,
and I'm not usually a jumper.
after after Legacy Night at Frank's, he was playing it on. He was playing it on. He has like a bunch of TVs behind the counter. And he was playing it. It was like a crew of like 15 dudes. It was a crew of like 15 dudes
I don't
watching
normally do this,
gameplay.
but
All the lights got turned off. The volume got turned up, and I can't accurately convey how fucking terrifying playing this game in the pitch dark
Gonna be bad.
is when the volume is like super. When the volume is up, it's so fucking scary. This game is it's so scary. Like I screamed out loud like 3 or 4 times. I hit the floor once, and then I forget what Frank has now. He has like this massive like 15-foot projector.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So in the main room where everyone plays Magic, like he clears out a spot on the wall and just like projects that game in the pitch black. Oh my god, I can't even
So it's
imagine.
like life size.
Yeah, it's great for PTSD.
I honestly thought that that's what PT was going to stand for initially.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic?
Post-traumatic.
Which would
No,
make
it's
sense.
like current traumatic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's terrifying.
Well, no, because it's after he kills everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, it was directed by Del Toro, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
So this is honestly why I wasn't stoked on it initially, because I saw the trailer before I saw PT. So people were saying, like, because you posted it on my wall, and then my buddy Enrique posted it on my wall of just like the clip of, you know, him walking out, and it says, you know, Kojima, you know, Del Toro, and then it turns around and it's like Norman Reedus. It's like, no, you've completely missed the point of this entire thing. Like, it's not supposed to be about the people, it's supposed to be about the place. That's what makes it so fucking terrifying. And the fact that you give the character a very recognizable face, like, oh, it's Daryl from The Walking Dead.
It's that
It's
guy.
only going to be Daryl from The Walking Dead. Where's your crossbow, Daryl? Are you going to kill some zombies? Like, that's what killed me. And then I saw PT and I was like, oh, no, they actually know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, you know, because they say, like, this is not a reflection of the final game. This is just, like...
It's just
teaser.
that their
It's
marketing team kind of...
Yeah, it's a playable trailer.
the whole
The
thing.
the lighting and the texture is like, it's amazing. It's like astounding.
But the scripting, too, like, having the figure off in the distance, and then you, like,
Oh, no.
you go closer, and then
Oh,
it
no.
goes black.
Now
and
it's
then-
PTSD.
Holy fuck!
Me and
But
Mark.
did you-
Oh, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
But did you look into, like, the meaning of all this stuff?
I didn't look that deeply. I couldn't stop shaking, so I went home and tried to sleep for a day and a half, and that's as far as I went. I put it out of my mind.
So 7780S Studios is like the thing that comes up as like the company that's working on this.
Yep.
The brilliant part about that is that 7780 is the postal code for a town in Japan, and the town's name roughly translates to Quiet Hill.
Oh.
So it's Silent Hill's studio.
There are all sorts of like really cool like Easter eggs, like the numbers that
204863.
that's Kojima's birthday.
That's a theory, but it's not really his birthday.
Yeah, well, 24.
It was the
204, like 24/8
August.
August 1963.
Mm.
So
But-
he just celebrated his 51st birthday, so that makes perfect sense.
But there was, like, somebody said that it was also, it was an anagram in Japanese for what, like, if you switch it around and use Japanese, I forget, like, I looked it up, but, like, it's an anagram for look in the bathtub.
Oh, I see. That's really cool. Just don't look in the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, don't look at the sink.
When it starts talking to
Yep,
you.
no, I'm good. I'm good. Stop talking, creepy.
Well, I went
And then,
on either Wednesday or Thursday, and I saw that movie, As Above, So Below.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Me and Mark.
Well, because the thing is, I never saw any trailers for it. I just went with a friend. He was like, let's watch this. I was like, okay. And at first I was like, oh, another found footage movie. And then it actually turned out to be okay, but then the ending was kind of like...
I've actually heard that the last 20 minutes is the only reason to go see the movie.
Yeah.
I've heard the whole setup. I heard somebody say the setup for the movie, like the first 5 or 10 minutes, is like maybe the stupidest thing ever
Yeah.
put on film.
Yeah.
You okay there, Rob?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Most of the, like...
You okay?
You okay there, buddy?
Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
Oh my god.
The beginning of the movie is very
Look
contrived.
behind you.
Behind, no,
I
don't
said look behind you.
No, no, Shamey. Don't look.
But
don't
me
look
and
behind
Mark
you.
saw a movie on Netflix, and I want to get a little. You got nerdy about your video game bullshit. I'm going to
That's
get
fine.
a little. This movie, and
Jesse, you've never been nerdy about science fiction stuff on here ever.
well, give me a minute, 'cause I'm about to go deep. But
And that's my cue for...
yes, ball. I'm going to pop some loads up in some bitches.
I'm Mark Pennington.
You. No.
But
There's this. There's a movie on Netflix, and me and Mark talked a little bit about it last night, and then I thought a little bit more about it. But there's a movie on Netflix called The Den, which I highly recommend, and it's in the found footage. What those? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Stop touching my things!
Dude, quit nudes raging.
Just trying to see.
some titties. I understand, but this is not
Art.
Yeah.
Those are
Not
art
the time.
photos. You know, like the construction worker lady with the camel toe.
But
It's a metaphor.
it has a the
hold
setup
a lot
for
of
it is
We're done. We've peaked.
oh.
You were saying?
What?
You were saying?
Give me a minute.
You're Mark Pennington.
Yeah.
Oh, really funny.
I'm trying not to be a dick. I totally could be at this moment, but I'm trying to hold it in as much as I can.
Yeah, dude's trying to rise above.
Because I want to talk about this too. That's the stupidest thing.
Well, you go ahead. Explain the movie, and then I'll get into what I want to talk about.
I can't even remember what it's about now. Oh yeah, it's
It's about water retention.
It's a movie called The Dead.
No,
it's
The Den.
I said The Dead.
You said the
The
dead.
dead and
No, The Den.
and
Den.
Den.
Den. Den. Ah.
It's about this girl
Den and
who
David.
just
I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually finish this.
Rob.
this is really
We let you talk about your crap.
I'm not talking.
okay. I think I'm apparently incapable of talking about anything right now. I think we should go
No,
ahead.
you're doing good.
You guys are.
You're doing good.
You're on a.
Okay.
Okay.
Bum-bum.
We just gotta get over this hump.
Yeah.
Ah.
This makes for thrilling.
Thanks a
podcast
lot, Mike.
listening.
That's good. That's good.
No, but it's actually a really good movie. It's about a girl who she decides to do like a webcam experiment because she's on like I guess it's meant to be like chat roulette or like one of those sites like that. You know, she's just trying to she's trying to like talk to as many people as possible. So because it's a horror movie, she sees like some kind of like horrific murder thing happen, and then it gets all crazy. It's really good.
The movie, especially the ending, reminded me a lot, and the movie either intentionally or unintentionally took a lot from one of my favorite movies of all time called Demon Lover.
Demon Lover.
Dun 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 dun.
Demon Lover.
Dun 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 dun. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
But and the two movies are kind of the polar opposite. Like the
Bears.
like the movie The Den is about the people that are affected by it. The movie Demon Lover is about the people that are behind it. You know, because there's this weird kind of conspiracy thing in the movie. But the thing that, if you want to get the full effect of those two movies, my initial reaction to Demon Lover was that Demon Lover took a lot from David Cronenberg's Videodrome. And all of these movies have a similar theme in terms of like technology and how it affects you, motherfucker.
Doing anything wrong?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. But watch Videodrome, Demon Lover, and
And then the den.
and then The Den, and you'll get I think it'll be a pretty cool experience.
Yeah. No, The Den's actually really. There's a lot
new taxes.
No, The Den's cool because there's a lot of creative stuff that you wouldn't necessarily expect in a movie like that. Like it's pretty well made.
And it's an interesting take on found footage too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like me and you're kind of like horrified by the idea of like anonymous internet murder videos, then you'll be like, like you'll get a lot of mileage out of this movie.
Is this something that you think run into frequently?
No, just the idea. The idea that like webcams are like always recording and shit, and they can pick up anything, and it's kind of fucking crazy to think about.
Well, has
Yeah.
that actually like happened?
No, it has.
Yes.
There's
It has.
been
Matter of fact,
suicides.
we were
there's been
actually
a hoax
talking about-
suicide. There's been all sorts of shit.
Oh wow.
There's
And even in the movie, like she goes on this one she connects with this one group of people, and it starts off with this lady loading a gun, putting it to her, playing Russian roulette, handing it to another person, and then one person pulls a trigger and blood splatters out, and then it's like the reaction, and then they all start laughing, and the person that it was like a fake thing. Like
Yeah.
they even acknowledge that in the movie, which was kind of interesting. Like she was talking to a cop, and the cop goes, "Well, 90% of this stuff is always fake.
Yeah.
Like when you really get down to it, But except what she was involved with was horrifyingly real.
Yeah,
and
and
the ending of the movie is very graphic.
Yeah, but it's not like, it wasn't just that she saw like some fucked up shit happen on a webcam. Like once she did that, the person was obviously fucking with her, and like she was kind of freaking out by that. Like if anything, that was like the scariest part of the movie. Like she accidentally recorded herself webcamming with her boyfriend while they were fucking, and the guy who
Fairly normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But,
the guy went on, turned her had fucked with her computer. She had turned the computer off. He turned the computer back on, turned the camera on, recorded her
that,
having sex,
and then emailed it
to everyone on her thing.
And the moral of the story is the internet is a fucking weird
close your
place.
computer.
Yeah.
I'm BJ McMurtry.
Real quick, 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Have you guys heard of swatting? Did you already?
Yeah. No, I didn't do anything. It ran out of memory.
Dude. Okay,
That's a great way to end that.
Hold on, wait.
BJ's declaration.
Hold on, creative solution. Hang tight. We're gonna do this guerrilla style.
Is this gonna have like a green filter and scan lines?
Okay, so
No, wait. Let's do...
the GoPro ran out of memory, so you got cut off saying.
So there's this thing now called swatting, where because of the prevalence of live streaming and Twitch TV and shit like that, people can watch people play shit like Counter-Strike and Battlefield 4 and whatever.
Yeah, it's like Twitch and stuff.
Yeah, so people will get mad because they lose or they just want to fuck with people. And there's this new thing called swatting, where people will hack the live stream and find the IP address and the physical address for wherever they're streaming from. And then they will call the local police department there and claim that they either are making bombs or that they just killed a bunch of people and it's turning into a hostage situation. So the SWAT team shows up and it's recorded, because of the live stream camera. And there's this one instance of this guy who had like 3,000 people watching him at one time, and he got swatted, and like the SWAT team coming in and like putting him on the ground and handcuffing him and questioning him.
I think I saw a video like that.
While he's playing video games?
While he was playing Counter-Strike, because the guy who he was playing against was losing.
I was playing Call of Duty the other day, and it's funny you mentioned this, and like they have the headsets on, and I swear to God, like one of the guys with their headsets on was getting arrested as he was playing the game, and like you heard, like it was. I was like, is that real? Because like you heard a baby crying, and you heard the cop, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I thought it was maybe a movie or something, but now that you say that, I wonder if that's what it was.
It's terrifying shit, man.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
All right, I'm done.
I'm sorry, I filmed vertically.
I'm not explaining it again.
I did bad. I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying.
Ow!
What?
You get swatted. Where are you going?
Yeah, swatted him. That's what we were just talking about.
Bye-bye!
I want to see what the big deal is.
I don't know. Anyway.
I'm Mike Wahlberg.
I'm fucking fat right now.
Hey.
Mark Pennington.
I'm BJ McMurtry.
Thank you for listening to the More Better Narrative podcast. Find us at mbnpodcast.com or on iTunes. For more information, visit us on Twitter or Facebook at mbnpodcast.com or email us at morebetternarrative@gmail.com.